They called me a savior, a doctor with a cure. They never imagined I was their final diagnosis. I was born on January 17, 1897 in Auxerre, France. My childhood was marked by trouble, a penchant for theft, violence, and an uncanny ability to charm my way out of consequences. By the time I became a doctor, I knew how to wear a mask so well that even I started to believe to the outside world. I was a healer, a man who brought relief. Behind closed doors, I was a predator who thrived on desperation and trust. During the Nazi occupation of France, the streets of Paris were filled with fear and whispers of escape. That fear was my opportunity. I presented myself as a hero, a savior of Jews and refugees seeking to flee the Gestapo. They came to me with their life savings, begging for a way out. I promised them sanctuary in Argentina, an escape from the terror of war. But my sanctuary was a lie. They entered my house on Rue Le Sueur, hopeful, clutching their dreams of freedom. I let them into a soundproof room, explaining it was for their safety as they prepared for their journey. Once inside, I filled the air with poison gas. Their struggles were brief, their lives extinguished before they could even question my intentions. I took everything they had, their money, jewelry, even their clothes. Their bodies were reduced to nothing but ashes and bones. I built a furnace in my basement, a makeshift crematorium that swallowed the evidence of my deeds. The smell of burning flesh was masked with coal and quicklime, the smoke rising into the Parisian sky unnoticed. My neighbors never questioned me. I was, after all, a doctor, a man of respect and trust. But every lie unravels eventually. In 1944, French police discovered the remains of 27 people in my home. The stench of death had become impossible to ignore. My trial was a spectacle, the press dubbing me Dr. Satan. I claimed I was a hero, that the bodies belonged to Nazi collaborators I had eliminated. But the truth was far darker. I was convicted of 26 murders, though the real number is believed to be closer to 60. On May 25, 1946, I faced the guillotine, my mask of charm and deceit finally stripped away. The man who promised life delivered only death. I am Marcel Petiot, the devil's doctor. I turned desperation into profit, trust into terror, and dreams of freedom into a nightmare.